Hello and welcome back, and hurrah for Fog Wall. We're back here in Dark Souls 2, going through a fog wall, facing off against the next boss that I have selected to fight, because there are branching paths. And it is Dragon Rider. No intro cinematic, but he is a boss. You can tell by the HP and the fact that he's kind of unique looking. He's a large fella, looks a little portly, and I'm about to die. Yep. As soon as my health went down to just a sliver, I was probably going to die. It's not like I can take a whole lot of hits from him, but yeah, I think I can only take 3 hits, which is actually a lot in this game. I really need to get better at dodging with the roll. Yeah, like that. That works. So I'm using the Heide's Knight Sword because I believe the electricity element does extra damage to him. He is armored after all. And, okay, so I'll heal and then maybe I'll have a chance. Oh, no. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm probably gonna die again. No. Oh. I was right about to dodge. I'm telling you, it was like a fraction of a second. A fraction of a second off. I was so close. I was right about to dodge, roll through that attack. He just barely got me. So, just a little break from endless dying, from the boss at least. I'm sure this guy, yeah. So break from dying to the boss to die from the normal minions. I just thought I'd show off a little bit of Heide's Tower of Flame. I think it's called. I can't remember for sure. Heide's something, definitely. Probably Tower of Flame, I believe. So it's filled with these enormous stone warrior guys. They're kind of annoying. It takes a while for me to really learn the patterns of any enemy, really. So, and these guys are definitely no exception. But luckily, I do have the Heide Knight's Sword, which has the electricity element, as I mentioned, and it will also do additional damage to these guys, I think. I'm pretty sure just in general, it's good against the heavily armored enemies. And these guys look heavily armored, right? I mean, they're made of... well, I can't tell if they're made of stone or if it's just because their armor is covering up pretty much everything. But I'm pretty sure it's good against them. Pretty sure. Ooh. Yep. Heide's Tower of Flame. It's nice. It's interesting too because you have to press the different switches in order to progress to the bosses. And there are 2 bosses. There's Dragon Rider, as I just lost repeatedly, and there's another boss, which I will show you quite soon. Not in this video, but just soonish. Probably the next one. Yeah. And this is an excellent level to practice your kiting because taking on 3 of these giant Heide's soldier knight guys are just... it's just way too difficult. It's not a good idea. You really need to separate them off one-on-one. And even then, one-on-one, if you're careless with your dodges, with your rolls, then you can very easily end up dead. But yeah, I chose this area to be my second little area that I would complete after the Forest of Fallen Giants. I think it's pretty much the standard second area for most people. Unless you're speedrunning or something like that, then I have no idea what the order is. This one, it's a nice little area. It's not like the Forest of Fallen Giants. It's much smaller and there's much fewer enemies. Of course, the quality of the enemies is much higher, but... oh, such rolling, so much rolling. That would be crazy. Oh boy. Yeah, that... that didn't work out too well. Can you imagine if you were in the Dark Souls world? How exhausting it would be? And how important it would be to learn how to roll really quickly and efficiently? Can you imagine? Because I'm telling you, maybe it's not the same with you, but I cannot roll like that. I mean, I can roll. It's not like it's a hard thing, but I can't roll that quickly and recover instantly like that. I'd probably roll kind of slowly and then like take my time standing up. Not sure if I would really last in the Dark Souls world. Not sure about that one. I would have to be a master of magic because there's no way I'd be able to do melee combat. I guess if you go through it enough times, you'd probably be good at it, but screw that. I'm not going to hurt my back rolling. I'm just going to cast magic. Magical spells and such. Yeah. Okay, so finally, I'm getting through these obnoxious giant armor-clad knight guys. It might actually be a bit easier if I bothered to use a humanity to heal myself up to full health. It might be a bit easier. But I'm sure I'll get that ring soon. That limits the health reduction from turning hollow. I think it limits it to 75% of max health when you're fully hollow. I'm pretty sure. But as soon as I get that, then it will start being much easier. I'll have much, much more health to work with. If you're really good at this game, then you don't even need that much health, but I'm not really good at this game. At least not by this point. And I'm sure once I get started again, oh my god. Yeah. So that happens too. I think this is probably the most common fall death area, death by falling area. Feel free to disagree with me, but it seems that way, doesn't it? With all the ledges and everything. It definitely seems like that kind of place. So, you know, don't hate me too much for falling off there, but I am pretty bad at this point. And probably when I get started up as well, I'll be a little bit rusty, but I'm sure I'll pick it up relatively quickly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, this has got to be the place, right? Most deaths by falling in this area. It's got to be. But luckily, I won't have to come back here all that often once I've cleared it. I'm pretty sure that once you clear the bosses, there isn't a whole lot left you can do here. I know there's one area where you can kind of like walk off into a separate place, but for the most part, this place is relatively unconnected to other things. And you don't really have to worry about coming back here much later in the game, I think. Or at least from where I finished off. So hopefully I'll be able to finish this place in a timely manner, and then I can move on to slightly easier things. Yeah, slightly easier. I'll move forward in the game and it'll get easier because that's how it works. That's not how it really works. Yeah. I think that I'll just get better, probably. I don't know. Maybe it's just this area, just dodging the specific attack patterns of these giant knights is a little too much for me. Right now, at least. I'm pretty sure I'll improve relatively quickly. Because you can only die to the same set of attacks so many times before you pretty much figure it out, right? Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Lovely, lovely scenery though. Great environment. Except for the really ridiculous ledges, but other than that, you've got the cathedral, looking towers, you've got the sunset, you've got the sea. It's really a nice place. Once I've cleared these guys out, I should probably try to get a vacation home here. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? Just have a vacation home and Heide's flaming tower, or whatever it is. Heide's cathedral. That would be nice. Wow. It would probably fall into the sea though, wouldn't it? Like over time, it already looks like parts of this area are falling into the sea. It just never ends. It never ends. One day, just need to level up, improve some of my melee-oriented stats. I think my health is probably okay right now. I really just need to have access to more of it. You know? That might be helpful if I had access to more of my health bar. And then maybe spec more into weapons like strength and dex, but probably not too much. I can get more bonus magic damage just by increasing my normal magic stats like intelligence and faith. And I don't know, attunement? Does attunement increase damage at all? I can't remember. I know it increases number of spells and casting speed, but I'm not sure if it increases damage as well. I don't think it does. I don't think so. Okay. I'm on my way now. I'm getting better. I'm improving. Might level up at some point before I do a final boss push. Thank you for the good luck, kind messenger. Messenger. Okay. This is probably the most difficult part of this. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'll be back next time with the bosses. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.